To dollars and cents. Have you considered spring cleaning your finances? After Marie Kondo prompted millions to tidy up their homes in January, this morning we're talking about 5 ways to spring clean your finances. Excited to welcome certified financial planner Jirayr Kembikian to the 9. We're going to talk about how we can use our money to spark joy. Thanks for being with us, Jirayr.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
I did the Marie Kondo closet clean out, and I felt great afterward. And I look at all the bags of stuff that I gave away, and I thought, why did I have that junk in there? Is that how we should approach spring cleaning our finances as well?
Spring is a great opportunity to revisit your finances. Over the recent holiday season, Americans brought on $1,200 of new debt. And over a quarter of these folks are only planning to make the minimum payments, which can be problematic.
Wow.
Before the distractions of summer begin, it's important to start fresh.
So that $100, Christmas gift I gave might end up costing me $200. All right, we have 5 important tips for you, and I'm going to start by taking a good look at your spending habits, sweeping out bad habits. It's important to know what's coming in and what's going out.
Right. So we recommend tidying up your expenses, and one of the great ways to do that is with a budget. We have a great expense worksheet on our website, CitrineCapitalAdvisors.com, which will allow you to list all of your expenses in comparison to your income and see what's left over every month.
And when you realize that you're spending an awful lot of money on, let's say, cosmetics or coffee, or it really in black and white hits you that maybe I need to cut back on certain things.
And that's exactly what we discuss with our clients, is to identify maybe 1 or 2 areas. Dining out or coffee expenses are the 2 biggest ones that can make a huge impact on your expenses.
Next thing to tackle and really examine are the late payments, because you get charged an arm and a leg even if the minimum payment wasn't that big.
Right, so what we're discussing with our clients is to address the highest interest rate debt first. And what we typically recommend is simply to have a plan, no matter what it is. And what we see is once you have a plan, you'll start making progress towards your debt, and then it will only further motivate you.
Now we need to talk about brushing up on retirement goals. I remember 100 years ago, I got a new job in San Diego. I was 25, and they said, we don't have a 401k. And I said, that's cool. At what point do you need to start thinking about retirement? Most people wait a little too long, I imagine.
It's of course important to think about your finances today, but it's also important to plan for your future self via retirement savings. And 2 of the best ways to do that are either with a 401k contribution through your employer, which allows $19,000 for this year maximum, or IRA contribution of $6,000 maximum for this year. And whatever that may be, what we're trying to help our clients with is to develop a personalized plan that addresses their goals and concerns, and ultimately is trying to free up time and peace of mind so they can enjoy their lives.
And so often time is money, literally. Let's talk about tidying up your accounts. It's no more just a savings account and a checking account. We have a living will and trust. We have a 401k. We have IRAs. How do we get a handle on all that?
We recommend revisiting your beneficiaries on your accounts. We often see with our clients that over the years they've established many accounts, and they don't often enough revisit their beneficiaries on things like life insurance policies, brokerage accounts, retirement accounts. And there are some big triggers that you should revisit your accounts, such as marriage, divorce, or having a child. And ultimately, you do want to make sure you're designating the appropriate loved ones for these accounts.
And finally, you do not want to see my wallet, because it is crammed full of receipts, from a $5 t-shirt to a $200 something fancy. When it comes to paper receipts, what should we be keeping even as we look at our financial accounts?
We believe in going digital as much as possible. At Citrine Capital, we're actually a fully paperless office. And of course, you do want to hang on to the more important documents, such as tax returns and mortgage statements, but go digital as much as possible, and that is very easy today with e-delivery, emails, and so forth. So clean up the clutter.
Okay, and you feel great after you do. Jirayr, it's so nice to have you here.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.